Good morning, good morning. Take two. In true Tap Mama in the Babe Brigade fashion, my battery died and I kept talking to you. And I looked over and your eyes were closed. Take two. It is too early for me. But good morning, good morning. Last night, I was working on the 12-day Advent with Crochet Teresa, and I needed to do a little bit of yarn math. And so I started jotting down my chicken scratch notes, trying to figure out the pattern I knew I wanted to do, but I needed to make it work. So I was doing yarn math yesterday afternoon, working out some little samples, got it all figured out. So I was up a little late last night testing out my yarn math. I'm not a mathematician. I'm not a speller either. Too crafty for all that. I get creative with the numbers, the letters. Anyway, so I was crocheting before bed. I was crocheting in my sleep. And then I tidied it up this morning. So I'm ready for day 2 of the Advent. Where to start? So let's start with yesterday. Yesterday I pulled this beautiful dark pink to light pink ombre. And it is so lovely. I decided that between each colors, which was part of the math, I want to put 3 rows of a base color just to break up the 12 days. And I did that because this pattern is worked in rows of 3. So I worked at 6 rows. Let's see. So 6 rows measured 1.5 inches. Okay, so far so good. I have 12 colors. That's not how I did my math. I had 2 rows of 3. So I started with 3. I have 2 rows of 3. The 2 rows equaled 1.5 inches. I have 12 colors. So I divided it by 2 and I got 6. Okay, so I'm working with 6. 6 rows at 1.5 inches. I see where I made that a lot more complicated than it had to be. So the 6 rows equal 9 inches. So my scarf would be 9 inches around. If I add the gray between the 9 inches times 2, it would be 18 inches. So make sure, I was also got myself confused. I was using the centimeter side. I don't know how I did that. Really, I'm much better with the measuring tape than that. 9 inches. That would have been a nice cozy scarf. But like I said, I really wear my winter light gray scarf and I really want to add a lot of gray into it. So that's 9. 18 inches, and it's going to be all folded and squishy and moving around. 19 inches. So making a 19-inch wide scarf. Making a 19-inch wide scarf, it needs to be pretty long so that it doesn't look so odd. But that was what I really, really wanted. So it's also worked up in a pattern of 6. 5 and your drop. 5 and your triple crochet drop. So I counted and single crochet. So at the end I only chained 1. So I got it really long. I could wrap that around twice and it's going to be 18 inches. I could just loop it once and it'll keep me warm with 18 inches. This is going to be a hefty scarf. It's also, the pattern is also written so that you always start from the same end and you don't turn your work. So as promised, look at all those tails. Lovely. So I'm left-handed. So I put a stitch marker, not in the first stitch in the bottom. I kind of moved it up a little bit so I know this is my front, which I can already tell this is my front. That's where the pattern is. No patterns lie on the back. So this is my front and this is the end that I start with. So I leave a long tail. I start in the first and then my beginning single crochet count rotates. So I'm starting up here. Eventually when there's 5 here, this one will become the twist, just like down here the first one was the twist. So there's the first twist starting in the gray. Also, a good reason to put my 3 rows of gray in the middle is that my advent calendar drops down 3 rows. So the first one will be this gray. So whatever color I pull out of here is going to have a beautiful color pop on the gray. What hook did I use? I am a tight crocheter. The Karen 1 pound skein said to use an H hook. I don't want this curling. It's already curling a tiny bit, but once I get some inches on this, some colors worked into it, it's gonna flatten itself out really nice. But I know I need to go up a hook size. So I went up to an I. I have my Hooked on Wishing Crochet hook. I will leave the link to the Etsy. I got this one off of Etsy. They make wonderful gifts. If you know someone with a YouTube channel and you're thinking about $20, $25 gift, this is amazing. And she prints the size on the back, and it's I would say it's like a clover style hook. It's slick. It's the rounded tip. It's got a deep throat on it. Very nice hook, and they're not completely round, so they fit really nice in my hand like a butter knife. So I got that going. You start out with 3 base rounds with no fanciness, and then you start with your pattern design, which drops down into those 3 rows. And then I got my gray in there. So I am ready for the next Advent color. Yay! It is so much fun starting your day with something exciting, something different, something mysterious. I don't want to lose this hook. I have other eye hooks, but I want to start and finish a project with the same hook. Please, Amy, please. Okay, let's do it. So I'm going to try not to peek. I'm going to try not to peek. I don't want the one on the top. Move to the side. I'm not going to pick you for a while. You're too obvious of a pick one on the top. Oh, this one's really squishy. Let's do, oh, wow. Those are pretty colors. It's a mermaid. I pulled a mermaid out of a box. Okay, let's see. We have a lavender, a periwinkle-y lavender, a green, an aqua, like a navy blue. It's showing true to color. This is some beautiful yarn. Oh, that's gonna look so good. Teresa picked some good colors for me for day 1 and 2. You should go check out her channel. So yesterday she picked hot pink. It was that hot bubblegum pink from Plymouth Yarns, and it's hot bubblegum pink. And she's making a tree skirt. So she made her first granny square for her tree skirt. Oh man, it's gonna be a nice tree skirt. How's that? Oh, it goes down here between the gray. All right, so I'm gonna take my coffee to the living room couch. I'm gonna have a seat, and I'm gonna watch some YouTube. Tap Mama in the Big Brigade is opening her seashell advent calendar, and she's on day 2. like the rest of us in this Advent fun. You know, I'm not really a Christmas person, but I'm really, really enjoying the mystery break of Advents. It's getting me excited about what's coming up without the pressure of all the obligations that happen and follow along. This is a nice, relaxing mental break from like the holiday grind, right? I'm really, really enjoying this. Thank you so much, Teresa, for including me and putting together such a wonderful box. Thank you so much for visiting with me today. And I will see you tomorrow with some mermaid in my scarf. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. Every time someone tells me, oh, Amy, what a beautiful scarf you have on, I'm gonna tell them, thank you. Critter Crochet sent it to me, piece by piece. It's not very often that that I wear my crochet out and about that someone doesn't say like, oh, it's nice, or oh, it's different, which is nice to me. Thank you for stopping by and visiting. Definitely enjoyed our visit today, and I will see you tomorrow for day 3. I'm gonna post a little picture as my thumbnail of my day 1. Take care, friends. Bye.